How can I bulk when I don't have time to eat? I was at a point where I needed more muscle. I was training regularly but not able to put on much muscle. I knew that my problem was eating. I needed to eat more food. I tried eating faster, but I am by nature not the fastest eater. My meal times often bled into each other, and I found myself unable to finish my food that I intended on eating. My meal prep was always on a Sunday. I'd have my containers all lined up and portioned for the week, everything measured and packaged. I thought that this would leave me with no reason not to eat there. Each week, I convinced both myself and my wife that this week I wouldn't have to throw away any old food. But sure enough, that's what would happen. I wouldn't finish it all. Some Sundays I tried making less and I would carry over the previous week's meals, but they would eventually start smelling and even tasting bad. The bad smell stays with you and eventually turns you off that dish itself. But I digress. So I needed to find a way to get my food in without taking up so much time. And I didn't have much time in my day as my current routine did not really allow or support my goal to eat like I needed to. I quickly noticed that the way the food was packaged would make a difference to the likelihood of me continuously getting this in. For example, the typical rice, chicken, veg dishes would take me longer to eat. I would feel way fuller before finishing what I needed to. I realized that focusing on ways to get this in easily would help me stay consistent enough to put on more size. Here are a few things or something that I did just get more calories in. For when my schedule was just the busiest, and it just didn't allow me the time, so the meal time that I would like. So all I did was I added in liquid calories. This is where I would just experiment and get creative with ingredients that are good for you and that I just really enjoy. You'd be surprised what all you can actually put into a liquid form. Now, I don't really do this anymore, since I want to enjoy and eat my calories. Now, but liquid calories are a savior if there is just no time to eat. I would have a bottle and I would whop it out and I would down that baby within seconds. I would have a full meal inside me in under a minute, and it was healthy. And I managed to get it down. Whether it was my first time having it or my 100th time, it didn't get more difficult to put away after each day of having it. The downside was that I wasn't doing this for the enjoyment. But with this method, you can save some of your other calories for times of the day when you can enjoy them. Now, this method itself is a bit extreme, but truly works if getting food in is your problem. Just take some experimenting with a blender and some ingredients. If you're interested in some recipes that I use, then let me know. But this is not a method for everyone, or one that I just generally recommend unless getting in the calories is just impossible otherwise. And I don't mean calories from a box of donuts, because anyone can do that. This helped me pick up on the scale quicker than any other method I've tried. But be careful not to overconsume and pick up too quickly, as that will not serve you well later on. My goal is to help 100 people who have not been able to find a sustainable way to get closer to their iconic body. I want to help you find your way. By the way, this assistance is completely free with no strings attached. Maybe you can hear my son in the background. Obviously, this offer will expire, so if that is you, send me a message, comment, let me know that you're interested, and I'll be in touch. I'll see you tomorrow.